Today, I'm going to show you how to blur the background in Lightroom Classic using two simple methods, and both are great depending on how much control you want. If you want the fastest option with the most realistic result, I'll start with the AI lens blur method. And if you want more manual control, I'll also show you a masking trick that creates a soft blurred background look without needing any complicated editing. Before we begin, if this tutorial helps you out, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more Lightroom tips, photo editing tutorials, and easy editing workflows. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your photo inside Lightroom Classic and go to the Develop module. This is where all of your editing tools live, and it's the best place to start when you want to isolate your subject and soften the background. Now let's use method 1, which is the AI background or lens blur tool. Look for the lens blur panel and open it. If your version of Lightroom Classic supports it, this is usually the easiest and cleanest way to blur a background. Once the panel opens, turn on the Apply toggle. Lightroom will analyze the image and detect the subject automatically. After that, you'll see a few important controls. The first one is blur amount. This controls how strong the blur effect is. A good starting point is somewhere around 20 to 50. If you want a subtle background blur, keep it lower. If you want a stronger separation between the subject and the background, push it a little higher. Just remember, the goal is to make the background softer without making the image look unnatural. Next is Bokeh. This changes the style of blur, almost like the look of the background highlights. You can use this to make the blur feel smoother, softer, or a little more stylized depending on the image. If you're editing a portrait, this can help the background look more polished and professional. Then there's focus range. This is really important because it decides what stays sharp and what gets blurred. If Lightroom is blurring part of your subject by accident, adjust the focus range until the subject remains clear and the background falls out of focus. This is especially useful for portraits, products, or any image where the subject is clearly separated from the background. This method works best for portraits and photos where the person or object stands out well from the background. If your subject is easy for Lightroom to detect, this is usually the fastest and best looking option. Now let's move on to method 2, which is the mask plus manual blur approach. This one gives you more control, especially if the AI tool doesn't do exactly what you want. To start, click the masking icon, which looks like a circle. From there, choose Select Subject. Lightroom will create a mask around the subject automatically. Once the subject is selected, click Invert. This flips the mask, so now the background is selected instead of the subject. That means any changes you make will affect the background only. Now reduce clarity. A good range is usually between -20 and -50. Lower clarity softens detail and helps create that blurred look. After that, reduce texture. Try somewhere between -30 and -70. This removes fine detail from the background and makes it feel much smoother. You can also lower sharpness a little, around -20, to soften the background even more. If the image still feels too crisp, you can also slightly lower exposure to help the background recede and keep the subject looking more prominent. This method does not create true optical blur like a lens would, but it works very well for a soft background effect. It's especially useful if you want a quick edit and don't need perfect depth of field simulation. So to recap, if you want the fastest and most realistic background blur, use the AI lens blur tool. If you want more manual control, use masking and reduce clarity, texture, and sharpness on the background. Both methods can make your subject stand out beautifully in Lightroom Classic. If this video helped you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next editing tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.